So that's why we recommend everybody pray over their food. When we walk into our house after going to the grocery store, we plead the blood of Yahushua the Messiah over everything we bring into the house. We do that not just on Halloween and during this season, we do it all year round. Because you don't know, between the whole halal thing, with Muslim food, I think it's mostly meat, being offered to Allah in many major supermarkets now, and other things like that. Just pray over your food. Paul says that. He says food is to be prayed over and received with thanksgiving. Additionally, understand this: spiritual gates are open on this night for all of hell's forces to go out and infest your children. So if they're out from under your protection, if they're out in the world or if they're at a party, because you might be okay, but you don't know what's going on in other people's parties. Other parents' homes might not be as concerned as you are, might not be as concerned about what's going on with their children. And understand that these forces are demonic, and they sweep through the city. I think that's what I was being shown as a young person, is these forces that are out and abroad at night. And it's very, very real. And because your kids are young and defenseless and don't have the spiritual wherewithal to defend themselves, they're going to get whacked big time. So, we need to separate ourselves from these unholy things for our sake and for the sake of our children. We also need to be a witness to others about the dangers of the occult. And I will tell this, I recommend many parents, because you're going to have, even if you don't celebrate Halloween, if you live in a typical neighborhood, you're going to have kids knocking on your door saying, "Twick or tweet." Well, give them some candy that you've blessed and give them a little tract that's designed for a young person. Witness to them. Talk to them about the Lord. That's awesome if you can do that. And I know our publisher, Chick Publications, has several little tracts that are like little comic books that you can get that will really help minister to children. I would also recommend that you witness to others about how dangerous the occult is in general. Talk to people about this, because most people, even most Christians, are clueless. They think the occult is all fantasy. They think it's all just airy-fairy stuff like Tinkerbell and Peter Pan. Well, it's not. It's very real, and it's costing people their souls and their lives every single day. I recommend people pray and fast during this season, because our country needs all the prayer and fasting it can get, and I dare say, most countries need all the prayer and fasting it can get. Now, finally, one other thing, because I've been, of course, leaning very heavy on Halloween, but we need, in fairness, to prayerfully ask ourselves about other pagan holidays which are not ever mentioned in the Bible either. For example, Christmas. Christmas is, as I mentioned earlier, part of Yule. It's related to the rebirth of the sun god, Sol Invictus,